the India-US trade deal talks are back on the track, with Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal now expected to visit America next week to resume negotiations. Now, this very announcement follows the US team led by Assistant US Trade Representative for South and Central Asia, Lynch, visiting India earlier this week to meet his Indian counterpart, Rajesh Agrawal. Now, this very meeting focused on the proposed bilateral trade agreement. In fact, speaking at the 13th meeting of the UAE-India High-Level Joint Task Force on Investments in Abu Dhabi, Piyush Goyal described India's recent talks with the US officials as promising and also reflective of the broader partnership between the two countries. Now, official sources say that the talks will also be carried on at a political level between External Affairs Minister Jaishankar and US Secretary of State Marco Rubio. This is when they meet on the sidelines of the UNGA next week. Now, viewers, this development comes at a time when US has imposed a 50% tariff on Indian imports, including a 25% penalty for purchasing Russian crude oil. That's the latest we're getting in terms of big development with regards to India-US trade deal. Now, it seems the trade deal talks are back on the track, with the Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal now expected to visit United States next week to resume negotiations. Now, this very announcement follows the US team led by Assistant US Trade Representative for South and Central Asia, Lynch, visiting India earlier this week to meet his Indian counterpart, Rajesh Agrawal. That very meeting focused on the proposed bilateral trade agreement, and now we're of course seeing the progress on that front, with the Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal now expected to visit the US next week. In fact, we're given to understand that the talks will also be carried on at the political level, which means that External Affairs Minister Jaishankar and US Secretary of State Marco Rubio could also have a meeting on the sidelines of the UNGA summit next week. So, of course, the crucial developments coming in with regards to US-India bilateral trade deal.